What happens when the mask slips? Peace and blessing, everybody. You are listening to the Sacred Man Experience podcast. This is Imran Muhammad, aka the Pattern Interrupter. What happens when the mask slips? Look, eventually the mask becomes very heavy. And life has a way of exposing what performance was hiding. The moment of exposure, sometimes it happens through burnout, through addiction, maybe it's because of failure, divorce, breakdown of relationship, emotional collapse. The mask slips, public exposure. It could be because there is spiritual emptiness. The carefully constructed image cracks and the person starts to panic. Question is why? Because identity was built on performance. That's why. Why this feels terrifying? Because many men secretly believe if people see the real me, they will reject me. So exposure feels dangerous. The heart cannot live a double life. The inner and outer self cannot remain divided forever. They cannot. Eventually, inconsistency creates collapse. This is why sincerity matters spiritually and psychologically. A man came to me once and we did some sessions of coaching with him. He built an entire identity around leadership and strength. But privately, he was emotionally exhausted and addicted to validation. When his image started to collapse publicly, he experienced a panic attack. Not because he lost status, because he lost his identity. The mercy inside the collapse. Sometimes exposure is merciful and is mercy because false identity must break before real growth begins. Lying needs to be removed before the truth is exposed. Allah, the creator, the maker, removes illusions to return people to their truth. Breaking the false self. In the human history and in our tradition, speaks about breaking attachment to the image, especially the false image that we have created. Why is that? Because ego identity blocks real sincerity. The sacred man principle. The sacred man does not build identity on perfection. He builds identity on honesty and return. How do you rebuild after the mask has been removed or has slipped? How do you do that? Let me give you some practical. Stop protecting false image. Stop pulling the mask back on your face. You have the opportunity to develop the real you. Stop projecting an image which is false, wrong, and a lie. Start to align your internal with your external. Admit where you are struggling. Nobody's going to come and save you. You have to start by saving yourself, saying, I have this going on and I need to bloody sort this out. Because until I don't do that, I am not going to take the step because I'm not feeling uncomfortable. Number 3, build congruency between private and public life. Create alignment. Seek help early. Not that you get to burnout, you get to divorce, it gets to a breakdown, you hit a wall, and then you say, oh my God, I need help. You're going through the symptoms now. Get some help. Prioritize sincerity over admiration. Prioritize your real self over the false projection. Question to reflect on. What are you afraid people would discover about you? If you could deal with that fear, you will live your full and complete life. But until you are trying to stop people from finding out, because you yourself are not ready to deal with that fear, you will always be lagging behind. The collapse of the mask may feel painful, but sometimes it is the beginning of true freedom. Find your sacred. Peace.